Greetings everybody. I wanted to do a little video about some of the products I got from DI Optics recently. They sent me their 3XP magnifier with the flip over housing and mount. I also have the DCL30, which is their smaller red dot optic, and the DCL30, which is their larger red dot optic. I'm going to start off with the review of the DCL30. I may come back to the other ones a little later, and that way I could do an in-depth review on each one of them, give you an idea about their products and what their features are, and maybe a little bit about their price point. Anyhow, the DCL30 is their law enforcement red dot optic. I'll show you the packaging. The packaging is plain, but it's pretty nice. It's when they delivered it, it's got the styrofoam lining, and it's pretty secure in there. There's nothing gonna bang around. They put the accessories in a little side pocket here, and it comes with a user manual, a battery, and a lens cleaning towel, and also a tool to remove the battery with. I'll go ahead and show you the optic itself. The outer housing is pretty rugged. It's got a little weight to it. Kind of reminds me of some of the equipment we use in the military. The anodized finishing is pretty solid, and seems like it's scratch resistant. If anything happened, you could probably just put some light oil on a rag and just wipe the scratch. I wouldn't douse it in oil or anything because the instructions say don't oil it once it's coming from the factory. As you can see, that's going to be the battery cover. That's going to be the dot and the different levels of brightness on the dot control. The dot control is got pretty positive clicks, and I believe there's about 12 of them. They have a night vision setting, and they have daytime, in low light level settings, so you can make it as bright as you want or adjust it for your night vision if you're using night vision. I think this is going to be one of my favorite sights because I'm looking to use it on a patrol rifle, and it's got a bigger sight picture. The lens is about, I believe they say it's a 30 millimeter lens, but it's the larger sight picture that they have out of the two lenses. As you can see, they got elevation and windage knobs on the side. I don't know how many clicks it is because I haven't actually installed it on my patrol rifle because I'm building it still. The actual rail mount is a little bit different from what they advertise. Let me see if I can get it in the light so you can see it really good. It is a turnstile screw. They advertise like a locking screw. I mean a locking rail mount, which I think, honestly, if you're going to use it for like military or law enforcement, that's probably the nicest setup. So I am going to try and contact them and see if they have that a locking lever rail mount, because that's the style of mount that they have on the magnifier. And if something were to happen, or God forbid that the sight should fail, it would be easier to take it off and to transition to backup sights. Although the sight, I did mount it to a buddy of mine's AR, and the sight is not too big that you couldn't run this with a magnifier and backup sights without having a problem. And I believe the upper that we installed it on was a 10.5 inch upper. So I mean, as you can imagine, that's not too much room, but the optic isn't extremely large. I'm going to go ahead and install the battery, let you guys get a look at it. I mean, you can hear it kind of clunking around as I'm manipulating it for the video. This thing has some weight to it. It is going to be a sturdy item. I don't see any problem with this item as far as the housing and whatnot goes. This thing is very sturdy. I mean, like I said, it reminds me of some of the military military equipment I had in the past. Even the finish on it is reminds me of military grade equipment. This is going to be your battery. Like I said, they advertise that you get around, I believe it's almost 10,000. They say like 9,070. I think I'd have to look in the manual, but I think it's 9,070 hours of operation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and that's at the brightest level setting, I believe. The battery housing is actually waterproof. They have a rubber O-ring in there. I'm going to hand tighten it. Let you take a look at the bottom of the mount. The rail mount is really nice. It looks like it makes pretty much full contact the whole length of the rail, even on the side with the adjustment to tighten it. It's got pretty decent bit of contact surface. When we mounted it up, I have to tell you, it didn't have any play at all. Let's go ahead and turn it on and take a look at it. Also, a feature that I didn't mention, you can see those little knobs that are sticking out right past the hoods. Those rubber hoods come off if you need to take them off for some reason, or if you don't like shooting with their shade hood that's provided. But I mean, I looked through the reticle, I didn't see any issue at all. Let me go ahead and turn this on, give you an idea of how bright that the dot actually gets. Let's see, you can kind of see it there. Let me get it on something a little darker, like the box. There you go. The dot is supposed to be a 1.5 MOA, so you should get pretty decent accuracy even with your longer shots. As you can see, the dot is bright enough to actually be seen like on a red background and other backgrounds as well. I don't foresee any issue with the dot at all. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can adjust that dot so that you get different levels of brightness. Like I said, it's got several positive clicks, and I mean, you're not going to just accidentally click to the next level. It's got a pretty positive click to it for each setting. The outside of it, I mean, it's pretty sharp looking. You can see it's just got that same kind of finishes like on military equipment. So you gotta take care to clean it from time to time so it doesn't get that faded black look and that dusty look. But like I said, I don't see any problems with this. I think as soon as I get my upper end and my ARs put together, I'm gonna try and get it sighted in and give you an idea of how it shoots. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I'll be reviewing these other items a little bit later so that you get an idea of what their other products are. What I may do, just so you can get an idea of the size of it, this is their smaller sight next to the larger sight, so you get an idea of the size of these items. I prefer myself the bigger sight because you have a much bigger sight picture. I think all the specifications are the same. I'll check it. I'll check the manual when I get a second so that you can see what the specs are on the smaller one as well and let you know. But just to give you an idea, this is going to be your sight window on the smaller one. Kind of I mean, I guess it's a decent sight window. It's pretty good. I don't foresee using a magnifier with this amount of space. I think this would be a standalone optic for like a smaller pistol style AR or something to that effect. I mean, it's a really nice optic, much lighter than the larger optic that I plan to run. Let me see if I can give you a side by side of the sight pictures. There you go. I mean, you get a decent bit more sight picture from the larger optic. Same mounting setup on the rails and whatnot. Let me see. I'd like to give you an idea of how much space is taken up when you put the magnifier behind it. When we did the magnifier with the optic, we were able to actually run some Magpul backup sites, and they had plenty of room on the receiver to where you could run this, and you can actually co-witness through the magnifier with the backup sites, with them popped up. So, like I said, it's a nice little feature. I'll do a separate review on the magnifier and the DCL30. This review, once again, was for the DCL30. The DCL30. It's going to be the law enforcement grade larger optic that they have. Like I said, so far this seems to be a nice setup. Their price point was really good. Customer service was outstanding. I had a lot of questions when I purchased it, and they went above and beyond to help me with my purchase and to explain, the different features and whatnot, And like I said, their customer service, their guy was really great. Their customer service rep. His name is Champ, by the way, if anybody decides to contact them. Once again, that's DCI Optics. If you're looking them up online, it's DIOPTICALUSA.com. And as for Champ, that's the guy that I talked to. He was real knowledgeable. Like I said, he was more than gracious to send me all of their red dot optics so that I could do a review on them and see which one were properly fitted to my application that I was looking to do with my patrol rifle. Another thing is that he offered a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if I was to purchase the optic and not like it, test it out and shoot it, I guess as long as it's not destroyed, they're more than willing to return the product. So I don't know. I don't think you can beat that. I don't know how many other companies do 100% guarantee that you'll be satisfied with the product. Something to be on the lookout for is he was telling me, the customer rep was telling me that at the end of this month in August that they're supposed to be coming out with the crosshair style dot, kind of similar, I guess, to Aimpoint or to some of the other red dot optics. So he's going to be swapping out the current optic that I have for the more modern or more current, I guess, crosshair style red dot optic. Same size and whatnot, but from what I understand, it's supposed to have the ability to change between either the plain dot, and the crosshair red dot. So when I get that in, I'll give you a good review of that as well. Anyhow, if any of you guys have any questions, or if you need anything, feel free to contact me. I'd be more than happy to answer the questions. Like I said, this stuff seems pretty sturdy. Seems like military grade. I'm sure it can take whatever abuse you can put it through, either law enforcement use or just general sportsmanship shooting. So like I said, feel free to let me know. If you have any questions, contact me or contact DI Optics, and they should be able to answer whatever you need. Talk to you later.